What's going on, everyone? This is the Sports Speculator here. Let's talk a little baseball here. Friday the 13th. Watch out for Jason. Watch out. It's full moon Friday the 13th, too, so especially rare. Someone's getting took, okay? Someone's getting kidnapped. Someone's getting shaken down. Murders are happening today, especially in the MLB. I mean, talk about a season just like where half of the American League is tanking right now. I mean, tanking happens in all sports, but I mean, let's look at this thing, man. Because honestly, now as you can see, Washington Nationals, but I mean, I lived here before the Nationals were even a thing, So I mean, the O's, dreadful, honestly, and they've been dreadful for several years, and it just. What do you expect? I mean, this is who they are right now, and it's who they're going to be for the next 5 or 6 years anyway. I mean, they're going to get their 100th loss today. Are they playing today? Let's see. Are they playing today? If they're playing today, they're getting their 100th loss. I mean, they're going to be they're playing the Tigers. So I mean, both of those teams, freaking terrible. But yeah, I mean, look at this. You got in the AL East the Blue Jays and the Orioles, right? So we got two teams already, right? Then we go to the Central. You got the White Sox, the Royals, the Tigers, right? So five. So 5 teams already tanking. And then are the Mariners tanking? Probably not. They're just that bad. I mean, Seattle's MO is they're usually kind of in contention, up until like the last 2-3 weeks of the season, and then they just don't make it. But this season, they're just like, whatever. We're not even going to give our fan base hope. We're just going to be awful. So, I mean, and they're succeeding. Anaheim, Los Angeles Angels, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they're 27.5 games back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. You know what I mean? Just right there. They're absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's just, man, it's awful. And then you want to throw in the Marlins, who barely, okay. So you know what? Actually, the Orioles, look at this. The Orioles have 4 more wins than the Tigers. But I think the Tigers are going to win today and give Baltimore their 100th loss of the season. Just go ahead and get out of the way. Just rip that Band-Aid off. You know what I mean? You're not going anywhere anyway. But then you got the Marlins. You got the Pirates. I mean, the Reds aren't really tanking like that, but they're not good. The Rockies and the Padres. So, I mean, essentially, the bottom 2 or 3 teams in each division, god awful. I mean, there's really New York, Tampa, Boston's good, but they're not going to make the playoffs. Twins, Indians, Astros, Athletics. National League East is the best division in baseball by far. I mean, it's not, we have the Marlins, so I don't know how much you want to put stock into that. But I mean, Mets, Phillies, Nats, Braves, all of them over 500. Probably because they all play the Marlins 14 times a year and they just beat up on them. Cardinals, Brewers, Cubs, that's a very good division. Dodgers, Diamondbacks? No. I mean, Diamondbacks are just okay, and they play terrible teams in their division. So, San Francisco looked pretty good maybe a month ago or so ago, but nah, they're not going to do it. They should have been. A lot of people thought they were going to be sellers, but they kept Mad Bum. I think they're probably going to regret that. So there you go. I mean, that's the division. I mean, Oakland, Tampa Bay, your wild cards, Nationals and Brewers. Oh, and the Cubs are tied. Okay, so, man, this is very interesting. National League, and, super biased already, but the Nationals have never won a playoff series in the history of their franchise since they came to D.C. They'll probably get a wild card and then lose. It's the wild card game is just like a 1-game playoff. I imagine them losing to whoever that is. They're not going to do anything. The bullpen is so trash. That's another video all in of itself, but Anyway, though, so there's like looking at baseball scores today. I mean, let's just go ahead and just run it down. Our matchups today: Pirates, Cubs, Cubs, Braves, Nationals, Braves all day. Braves have freaking dominated the whole season. It's been an absolute nightmare. Max Scherzer is pitching though, but I still see the Braves. Mike Soroka, better record than Scherz. Yankees, Blue Jays, Yanks, Orioles, Tigers. I got Tigers, Mets, Dodgers, Twins, Indians. Good matchup. Twinkies, why not? Rangers, Athletics, Astros, Royals, Astros, Brewers, Cards. Good matchup there. Cards at home. Padres, Rockies, who cares? Cincinnati, Arizona, take Cincinnati. Tampa Bay, Angels, take Tampa Bay. It's going to be cool when they go back to Montreal. I always liked when, not what I liked, but I always wanted, I always want teams who kind of like go back to their original city to get like their original gear back. Like when the Colts went to Indianapolis, I feel like they should have been something different. And so when Baltimore got the team again, they could beat the Colts. That happened with the Browns when the Browns became the Ravens. So, you know what I mean? They wouldn't be the Baltimore Browns. That's not what happened. They became the Ravens. Cleveland got the team back. They got the Browns back. So when Tampa Bay inevitably does go back to Montreal, I really want them to be the Expos. And I don't know how that works if you like buy the stuff out for the Nats. But yeah, I mean, that would just be so much better. When Houston came back into the NFL, I know this is a baseball video, but this is more like NFL. They should have been the Oilers. The Texans, and now every time the Titans wear their throwbacks, it's Houston's throwback. I don't like that at all. But yeah, picking Tampa Bay. Long story short, picking Tampa Bay. Looking forward to see what they do in Montreal. White Sox, Mariners. I'll go Seattle, and then Marlins, Giants. I'm gonna go Marlins, just because 5-12 for the Marlins pitcher, 4-9 for the Giants pitcher. Both these teams are basically they gave up. So interesting kind of run in baseball. And is the ball juiced? Is it juiced? Probably, right? Honestly, so many. It's great. And the Baltimore guy was the one that broke the home run record in a year. Here I thought they were the worst team in the league. Detroit is steadily putting a gap in between them. So, jeez. What are you going to do? Well, let's do, New York, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Cleveland, Houston. I think that's the AL. Braves, Nationals, Cardinals, Dodgers, and then it's either going to be Brewers, Cubs. It's going to be very interesting to see kind of what happens. I pick Brewers, though. I'll pick Brewers, and the Nats will hold off and get that first wild card. But that'll mean Braves will... Dodgers are 95, man. So, yeah, you might see... Oh, man. The Nats might play the Braves in the wild card round, and then it'll just be freaking game. Either way, if the stays like it is, Dodgers get the bye. Is that how it works in baseball? They get the bye, and then Cardinals and Braves play the wild card teams like that in a one game, whatever. Or do the two wild card teams play each other? Man, see, baseball's not the forte. I do like it, but. I only really watch in the start of October, kind of around this time, leading into October. The season is just way too long. But if the two wildcard teams play each other, Brewers, Nationals, maybe. I'm still picking the Brewers, though, honestly. And then Cleveland, Tampa Bay. I'd probably go Cleveland in that. And then you have the four teams match up. That's probably how they do it. The two wildcard teams play in a one-off. So... Anyway, though, I'll keep it on tabs. But yeah, my thoughts on baseball standings right now, who I think is going to make it, and we'll see how right I am.